Today we're upgrading to an AGM battery in our 2021 Toyota Tacoma. This is the original battery that came from the factory. You can see the sticker up here says distributed by Toyota Motor North America. It's a Group 24F, and you can see it was made by Clarios, which is one of the big battery manufacturers out there. So if we look carefully, we can see the manufacturing date stamped on the top of this battery. These would have been sold in 2020 as a 2021 model, and this battery was made early that year. So we're approaching 6 years old on this battery, and 5 to 6 years is really all you would get out of a standard lead acid battery. First thing I'm going to do is remove this battery hold down. There's a 10mm nut on the end of this bolt. I'm going to put my deep 10mm socket over it, and I've got a short extension and 3/8 inch wrench, 3/8 inch ratchet, and I'm just going to loosen that up. If you didn't have a 10mm deep socket, you could also use 10mm wrench. Just won't go quite as fast. Don't even need to get that all the way off. I can remove the hook on the bottom. And then I might be able to remove the hook on the back. So now that that's out of our way, we can remove the cables. Next thing we're going to do is remove the negative cable, which is this one here. Got a regular 10mm socket on this side. Just going to loosen that up, and then hopefully we can just wiggle it free. Sometimes you might need to stick like a screwdriver in here to pry this loose, but that came out pretty easily. Next thing we're going to do is remove the positive side. So we got to get this cover off. And again, 10mm socket. So everything so far has been 10mm. Right, just the first one we used was the deep socket. Okay, not too bad. And now we're going to lift this battery out of there. This one, unfortunately, this battery doesn't seem to have any anything to grab it by built into the battery, so we're going to have to just kind of muscle it out of here. That was heavy and awkward because I was trying not to hit the camera. So I'm probably going to clean out this battery tray just because I'm going to go grab a battery terminal brush and just kind of touch these up because there was a little bit of corrosion on them, just so they're nice and clean, and then we'll drop our new battery in. All right, just got some simple green and some shop paper towels. Let that soak for a few minutes. And I've got my battery terminals brush. I'm just going to try and get any debris out of these guys that I can. So we can make really good contact. Sometimes poor contact can cause you a starting issue. Look pretty good now. It's a little windy today, so there might be a little background noise from the wind. Apologize for that. My neighbor's dog barking. All right, good enough there. New batteries in AGM battery from Walmart. This is also a Group 24F. You can see the manufacturing date in this case has a sticker. It looks to be maybe, I don't know, covering something else up. But anyways, it is a brand new battery from Walmart, their EverStart brand, made in South Korea. Possibly by Clarios, because they do have some manufacturing in Korea, as do some of the other big battery companies. So hit me in the comments if you know where these EverStart Platinum AGM batteries are made. I wanted to put an Odyssey Group 24 battery in here. I've put Odyssey batteries in a couple of my other vehicles, but they have become so expensive in the last year, which I just couldn't justify at this point. So we're going to give this EverStart AGM battery a run and see how it goes. I'm going to flip it around so that we have negative on this side, positive on that side, and should just take us a minute or two and we should be ready to start her up. Really handy that this one has a handle. All right, so with those in place, we'll go positive side first. Same position we had it. Just get this all the way down as good as we can. Now we're just gonna snug up this 10mm bolt, or the nut on this end of the bolt. Needs to be snug, but it doesn't have to be over the top. All right, so now we're gonna do our negative side. You may get a small spark when you touch this to the negative terminal. I really got a very small. I just heard it more than anything else. Back in pretty much the same position we were in before, and we're gonna snug this one up. Okay, that's pretty good to go. So last thing I'm going to do is add a little dielectric grease around the tops of these terminals, just to try and prevent any moisture getting down between the actual cable, terminal, and post. Once moisture gets in there, it can start to corrode. Maybe get a little bit more into something like that, and then use what I can that's on my finger here on this other terminal. Oop, it's kind of going crazy here. So there's enough on there now. I think I can cap this up, put a link to that in the description, but this will just help us prevent future corrosion. So now we'll just button this up and should be good to start her up. All right. Okay, last step, almost forgot. We need to hold this thing down so it doesn't flop around. So I'm just gonna hook that hook into the back and see if I can hook this one down in there too. And then get a deep socket. It's getting snug. Again, this doesn't have to be like crazy tight, but you want the battery to not move around. This design really only has the bolt here, so there's going to be a little movement in the back, but that battery is solid, so should be good to go.